Hi, Brenton Begley here. I'm an attorney and partner with McIntyre Elder Law. Today I want to talk about what Medicaid will cover when it comes to long-term care. To know what Medicaid covers is first important to know what Medicare does not cover. So Medicare is for health insurance. Medicare is that thing that you automatically qualify for if you're a US citizen and make it past the age of 65. So it's socialized health care for the elderly, and it helps you pay for, hospital visits, prescriptions, things like that. Typically, folks have a Medicare policy with a supplement that can kick in and cover other things. So that's where the type, B, type A, type D, those parts come in. But for Medicaid is something very different. Medicaid can cover healthcare for adults and children who are under the poverty line. But Medicaid in the context of long-term care refers to long-term care, payment. So when it comes to covering nursing home or assisted living care for the long term. So Medicare does not cover long-term care. A lot of folks think it does, but it just does not. It can cover rehabilitation care, which is up to 100 days, but it won't cover anything longer than that 100 days, and it might not even cover 100 days. Whether or not you qualify for 100 days worth of coverage depends on how much rehab is needed and also how much the supplement will actually cover. So Medicaid will cover any long-term care costs over and above what's called the patient monthly liability. So let's assume somebody gets qualified for Medicaid to pay for nursing home care. Let's assume that nursing home costs $10,000 a month, and they make in Social Security $1,000 a month. Well, whatever that fixed income is generally going to go to the facility every month as the patient monthly liability. In this case, that's $1,000 a month. So Medicaid will come in and pay the remainder, the $9,000 a month. So you can see that Medicaid is a really helpful benefit to ensure that long-term care payments are actually covered, because if you make only $1,000 a month, then you can't cover a $10,000 a month bill. Now, that patient monthly liability can change depending on circumstances. For example, if you're married, you may be able to divert some of that patient monthly liability to your spouse. So if you have a couple and one needs long-term care, let's say that person makes $3,500 a month. The person going into care makes $3,500 a month, and the spouse that doesn't need care only makes $1,000. Well, it would be patently unfair if all of the income from the institutionalized spouse was going to the facility. So the Medicaid policy allows for that spouse to divert some of the income up to $3,500. So in this case, $2,500 of that applicant spouse's income could go to the healthy spouse and not to the facility, and Medicaid again will cover the rest. So it's important to know what Medicaid will cover. If you have it, it'll cover facility care and any other healthcare costs that you have. Now, the reason why Medicaid will cover everything is they do have the ability to take assets after you pass away. So whatever you have covered by Medicaid, when you get long-term care coverage, they tally that up and they're able to make a claim against your probate estate whenever you pass away. So it's important to know that just getting Medicaid is not enough to protect the assets. You also want to make sure that your assets are set up to avoid that probate process, that opportunity for Medicaid to come back after the money that they paid out. If you have questions about Medicaid, how to qualify, or what you can do to protect your assets, give us a call, 704-259-7040, or visit our website, mcelderlaw.com, for your free consultation today.